Hi, my name is Deborah Duran, and I am your instructor for EEX 3202, Psychology and Sociology of the Exceptional Learner. And I'm very excited about this course. It's my favorite course to teach. Um, I come from an interesting background. I have a Bachelor of Science degree in nursing that I received in 1977. I have worked as a registered nurse for many years and started out in working in intensive care for adults, and it's kind of interesting to see how I evolved into a special education field. So let me start off a little bit by talking to you about my personal life. I've been married for 37 years, and I have 4 adult children. When I was newly married and had young children, that's when I worked as a registered nurse. Well, after my third child was born, and when he was about 4 or 5 years old, it was determined that he had a disability, and so I became quite knowledgeable about the needs of children with disabilities. And he had a um, high incidence high incidence disability, but it still took a lot of energy on my part to research and find out what he was entitled to in the school systems. So I became quite knowledgeable and quite a strong advocate for him. As a result, I became very excited about learning about children with disabilities and became an advocate for parents and children in the school systems in getting what children were required to have from the IDEA. And if you're not familiar with that, then you certainly will be by the time this course is over. And children and parents I would assist children and parents in IEP meetings and help children get the kinds of services that they were entitled to. So that was kind of an interesting way to be able to blend my medical experience and helping children, especially children with severe physical disabilities in those low incidence disability setting areas. And inclusive settings is what this course is all about, and that's my forte. I believe that children should be instructed in classes with their peers, with not typical children without disabilities, and we will talk in class about how that works. We will discuss pros and cons. We will discuss experiences that you've had, and we will discuss. We will contrast and talk about some of the things that you've encountered in your teaching, and hopefully come to some type of discussion board where we can share ideas and share experiences. A little bit of hints about the course. It's going to be very important for you to look at each module very carefully. When you open your module, which will be very clearly defined every week, you will see that there are readings that you will be required to do. And in those readings, along with the requirement, you will have key terms. And if you pay attention to those key terms, and as you're reading, make a note, a page note or a note that sticks out in your reading, where you found that reading, where you found that key term in your reading. It's going to be pretty important for you to go back and be able to find that very rapidly. So at the end of the module, when it's time for you to take your exam, you can go to that key term and you can say, okay, I remember that now. It's on page 83, and this is what they're talking about. And you're going to be able to recall that information. It's a lot of information per module, and you're going to be expected to be able to assimilate all of that information in some of the short answer essays that are in there. If you've not done your reading, and if you're not familiar with those key terms, it's going to be very hard to make an A in this class. Everybody can make an A. There's not anything difficult about this class, but it is a lot of information that you're going to be expected to know. Any of the experiences that you have will not be done in classrooms. They will be done by watching YouTubes and discussions, and there are projects involved, and all of that will become familiar. We'll become familiar about when we discuss the syllabus and the work activities. So keep those things in mind. I will repeat those as we go along with the modules. I want you to know that this is going to be a very exciting class, full of information, full of current research, and it's very research-based. It's a research-based program, a research-based curriculum, and I look forward to sharing ideas with you and to learn more things together. I'm approachable to you. I'm available to you. You can reach me via email, and I will respond to you within 2 days. Take care, and I hope to see you soon.